So, have you ever wondered what a corporate invasion plan really looks like? Well, you're about to see one. And this isn't about armies or tanks, it's about apartments and real estate. We've got to look at a super detailed strategy for a major player to expand its empire all across Europe, and it all starts with one very specific first move.
Okay, so it all kicks off with this line, right, from their own documents. Now, at first glance, yeah, it's just standard corporate speak, right? But when you really dig into what that means, the ambition here is just massive. This isn't about dipping a toe in the water. It is a full-blown declaration of intent.
And that's exactly what it is. If you strip away all the jargon, the real mission is simple: conquer the European housing market. And you know, like any good military campaign, it starts by setting up a strong strategic beachhead in one key country. And for this plan, that country is Poland. It's the launchpad for everything that's coming next.
All right, let's dive into the actual master plan. You can really think of it as a three-act play. Act 1, running from 25 to 26, is all about building that solid foundation in Poland. Then, Act 2, from 26 to 28, is where they just crank up the volume. And the final act, from 2028 on, well, the goal is nothing short of European dominion.
So let's zoom in on Phase 1. These first couple of years are really all about setting the stage. You might be asking, why Poland? Well, it's a market with some serious growth and a really dynamic economy. That makes it the perfect testing ground. This is where they prove the whole model works, build up a solid base, and basically earn the right to expand by getting everything perfect here first.
And believe me, they are not starting small. From day one, the plan is to hit the ground running with a really significant pipeline of projects. And you can see the progression, right? They're moving from smaller single-family home developments to these much larger-scale projects. It just shows they are dead serious about making an impact immediately. You know, this first phase is about so much more than just putting up buildings. It's about building the entire operational machine. So first, they're securing funding from two different channels. Then they're hiring local Polish experts who know the market inside and out. Then they master all the local rules, permits, sales, you name it. And maybe most importantly, they build a track record of success that's going to fuel all the growth to come.
Okay, let's jump ahead to the next phase and see how this all builds on itself. With that foundation solidly in place, Phase 2 is all about one thing: hitting the accelerator. The whole strategy pivots from just proving the concept to dramatically cranking up the scale and volume of their operations. And this slide just illustrates that leap in ambition perfectly. You see, they're deliberately moving from these smaller projects to massive developments. And that shift to multifamily apartments, that's not just about getting bigger, it's about targeting urban density. That's where the real demand and the potential for huge returns really is.
So, what's the secret sauce for scaling up so quickly? Well, the key is a laser focus on Poland's capital, Warsaw. And instead of starting from scratch, they're going to accelerate their growth by leaning on existing partnerships and land that's already been acquired. It's just a really smart, super efficient way to do it. And now for the final act, which kicks off in 2028. This is where the curtain gets pulled back and we see the true, breathtaking scope of the plan. It's about moving way beyond that initial beachhead in Poland and onto the much wider European stage.
So the map of their ambition just explodes. Within Poland, they're targeting other huge cities like Gdansk and Krakow for everything from apartment sales to brand new town developments. Then they make these strategic jumps into Hungary, the UK, and Spain. And again, they're using their partners' local presence to make sure they get a soft landing in each new market.
And just when you think you've got it all figured out, there's another really sophisticated layer to their long-term strategy. It's not just about building new stuff. They also plan to find and convert existing commercial buildings into residential housing. I mean, that's a brilliant way to repurpose assets and meet housing demand, especially in these dense city centers where new land is almost impossible to find.
So you look at this incredibly ambitious plan, and you have to ask, what's holding it all together? What are the core components that are supposed to make sure it actually succeeds? Let's break down the key pillars of the whole strategy.
So this isn't some hopeful dream, right? It's a meticulously crafted machine. Success really boils down to 4 pillars: smart partnerships that take the risk out of entering a new market, a secure and diversified funding model, a deep commitment to hiring local experts, and finally, just the patient work of mastering the unique rules of every single market.
It's a bold plan, it's comprehensive, and frankly, it's incredibly impressive. Every single stage is mapped out, from the very first foundation stone laid in Poland all the way to a diversified pan-European real estate empire. The blueprint is all there.
But it leaves you with one big question, right? Is having a brilliant plan actually enough to guarantee success?